Hello, welcome back. We are in our read through of the 1800s Pictorial Bible. We are in Exodus chapter 31. Please grab a Bible, read along. Chapter 31 of Exodus. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, See, I have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. And I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and in understanding and in knowledge and in all manner of workmanship, to devise cunning works, to work in gold and in silver and in brass, and in cutting of stones to set them, and in carving of timber, to work in all manner of workmanship. And I, behold, I have given him with him Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach, and of the tribe of Dan. And in the hearts of all that are wise-hearted I have put wisdom, that they may make all that I have commanded thee, the tabernacle of the congregation, and the ark of the testimony, and the mercy seat that is thereupon, and all the furniture of the tabernacle, and the table and its furniture, and the pure candlestick with all its furniture, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offering with all its furniture, and the laver of his foot, and the clothes of service, and the holy garments for Aaron and the priests, and the garments of his sons, to minister in the priest's office, and the anointing oil and the sweet incense for the holy place, according to all I have commanded thee, shall they do. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you, and throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Lord that doth sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Every one that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whosoever doeth any work from the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. Okay, so in this chapter, we get a little bit more of the meticulous stuff about what we've heard in the preceding chapters, that he is going to bestow the wisdom necessary to specific craftsmen in the people of Israel to make all of these things that he's just spent chapters telling Moses how to make. He says, don't worry, Moses, I'm going to equip specific people to be able to do this plan. Then he makes a very strong point about how important the Sabbath is to him. The Sabbath is the day of rest, and it is considered incredibly holy. He says, it is holy unto me, and I am very serious about you taking it. If anybody violates it, put them to death. Now, why is it so important to God that his people take 1 day off a week? He says that for in the beginning, God made everything in 6 days, made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. So God set the example of this from the beginning of time, the beginning of existence as we understand it. So why? Did God need to rest? Does God require that? I don't think so. I think that he knew that he was going to create a creation that would need rest and would also need the lesson of that rest to understand their dependence on him. Obviously, God is omnipotent, omnipresent, all-powerful, can do anything. He does not need a rest day. He does not need time to sleep. He is setting an example for his people so that they'll be set apart from the cultures around them, because I guarantee you the cultures around them were not taking a day off. He is instructing this also so that they will be rested and refreshed, so that they won't work themselves too hard. And also so that they have to rely on him on that day. Because remember, this is a time before they had the level of modern convenience we have. Typically, everything was hand to mouth. You're working for that day's food every day. So they had to trust that God would provide enough food and money and sustenance and all of their needs every single week, enough to cover that day that they weren't working. That was an act of trust, an act of faith that they had to perform every single week to believe God is going to provide for me on this day, so that I literally am not allowed to do anything. They take it very seriously, to the point if you go to Israel today, on the Sabbath day, everything is closed. You can't even push the button on an elevator. That's considered work. Okay, so if you happen to be out and about before Sabbath time, like, they have elevators set up in a way that you don't physically take an action. You are supposed to rest, do nothing. That is so that they would be reliant on God, that they would see the need for him and they would put their trust in him. God takes that very seriously. So God reaffirms how important the Sabbath is. And then at the end of the chapter here, we get him giving Moses the tablets that have the 10 Commandments on them, that it says were written with the finger of God. How cool is that? Not only did he bring Moses up there and tell him all these laws, but God himself took the time to carve out rock and then write down the 10 Commandments, the Ark of the Testimony, and give them to Moses. Not have Moses chisel them. No. God did it himself. Again, I think that these chapters really, really reinforce what a personal God our God is, and how much he cares about relationship and how critical it is to him. So that was chapter 31. We're going to do chapter 32 next. Hopefully you will join me for that as well. I hope you have a great day. God bless.